Mayday, Mayday, rescue me from all this cuteness. Hi, welcome to another video. My name is Katherine Bergman. I'm a florist with over 30 years experience designing weddings and events, sharing all things floral with you each week. Today's floral project is inspired by my beautiful friend Anita Rollins, who was designing May baskets for an event. So I asked her what are May baskets, and she told me all about them. And I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to show you 4 unique and whimsical May baskets that are my take on the May basket. You ready to make something adorable together? Let's get started. So my friend Anita told me about May baskets. You guys remember Anita from our Christmas video where we went to her beautiful home decked out for Christmas? Anyway, she told me about May baskets. It started as a pagan ritual to mark the beginning of spring. So on May Day, people would anonymously put little baskets, little doorknob baskets of flowers on people's doors. And it evolved into something that was popular into the 1950s. In fact, Hallmark made May Day basket greetings into the 1950s. I don't remember this from my childhood, but I thought this was such a cute thing to do. People would send secret messages via flowers. I don't know if you've heard of the Victorian Tuzzy Muzzies. Those are called talking bouquets. I have a whole book about this where there's symbolism in different kinds of flowers. So you can send a message to somebody you secretly admire. Anyway, so it's really fun and kind of a romantic, old-fashioned little tradition. I thought I'd show you 4 creative and interesting May basket arrangements today. And as a treat, I'm going to show you where I'm going to hang it on a new fun thing I bought from my garden. So the first one is just a little door basket. It's like a little half basket. It was a galvanized tin that I covered with birch bark, and then I secured it with this beautiful little ribbon that has little oak leaves on it. Love this little ribbon, really whimsical and cute. And these May baskets are supposed to be very casual. So I'm not going to do floral foam or any kind of mechanics in here. We're just going to make little hand-tied bouquets and plop it in there. So there's supposed to be little bouquets that you present to people. Now, of course, if you want to do it and hang it on a doorknob in your home, you're going to have a water source. So you would want to put like a little bottle or something in here. But I'm just going to show you a little hand-tied bouquet. And I want these little arrangements to look gathered and casual, so I'm using all the flowers from the garden. I bought a new climber this year, Sally Holmes. I'm sure it's not new to a lot of you, a very popular single rose climber, just in love with these little anemone-like flowers. I'm going to pair that with these little spray roses called Bonica. These are blooming freely in the garden right now. And we're just going to do a very simple little hand-tied bouquet with just these 2 flowers. I love the Sally Home. I've been wanting this climber for a long time. I didn't have space for it, and then we took down a lemon and lime tree, and now I have space for it. Just gonna kind of tie it off like this. I'm not making a round bouquet. I'm making more of an oblong bouquet because of the crescent shape of the opening of our container. I'm just going to tie this off with floral tape. You can use wire or whatever. I've always liked to use floral tape. And I'm not going to tie it off really tightly because I want it to just kind of casually sit in our little basket. Okay, cut the extra stems off and just plop it in our little container here. Isn't that adorable? Little doorknob basket. Can you imagine this like look on Valentine's Day? Okay, this is our first little project. The second arrangement I'm going to do is inspired by this cute little envelope that I found. So it's like a little hanging envelope looking thing, right? So I thought, well, what can I put in here? A long time ago at a craft fair or something like that, I bought these old-fashioned seed packet stickers. They're stickers, but they're like antique seed packets. And I thought, this is too cute, right? one day I'm going to have a use for it. And today is the day. So I bought these little craft paper seed envelopes on Amazon. Of course, you can't buy a couple of these. I probably have like 200, so I'll have a lot of seed packets. And I'm just going to put these stickers on. I chose two that I like. One is of violas, the other's of tulips. And we're just going to put it on this envelope to create our little antique seed packet. Now you can do this with real seeds, of course. But instead of real seeds, I'm just going to put a little rice in it. I just want a little weight and something that it's like seeds. So I'm just going to put a little rice in it. Enough so that it's like a packet of seeds. We're going to seal it. And I made my little prop, little seed packet prop. Okay. I made two of these, one of violas, one of tulips, and bought one of those 6-pack of violas and put one in a little container here. And we're just going to put it in here. The little violas will go in this side here. I put a little moss almost as a riser for the seeds because I don't want the seeds to sink down too much. I'm going to put 2 packets of seeds here. And here's our second little May Day doorknob basket. I put a little ribbon on there so you could put it on a door. It's just a cute little prop. The third little arrangement is this cute little wicker basket. I put a little gingham ribbon on there, and we're just going to put a little cute little arrangement in here, sort of like our first basket arrangement. I have an assortment of roses from the garden here in a variety of colors, yellows and apricot and pink. Just wanted to look kind of hodgepodgey because these are supposed to be casual arrangements, right? Doesn't have to look very arranged. I like that kind of having the hodgepodgey colors in here. Makes it look more casual and gathered from the garden. These are the gorgeous yellow roses I have, the Golden Celebration. I have some Tournament of Roses. This apricot-y color rose is Tournament of Roses, salmon-y pink almost. Just kind of hodgepodgey bunch of roses here for a casual look. I've got some peachy color roses. Oh, this is a beautiful rose. This rose is called Jubilee Celebration. It's a David Austin rose. Very beautiful scent too. And then I'm going to add some greenery. I have some frilly greenery here. Some little miniature pittosporum as well. Add a little greenery in here. Also have a little tiny stem of lavender hydrangea, just kind of hodgepodgey looking, right? Maybe some Orlea that I'm growing from in the garden. Beautiful lacy Orlea. Just going to add a little bit of greenery to this towards the back. I think we're mostly done. I'm sort of making the bouquets in the shape of the baskets, you know. So it's not like a perfectly round arrangement because I know it's going to go into this kind of oblong little basket here. Add some of this frilly greenery to the sides. Then we're done with this one, almost. Let's tie it off. Now, obviously these aren't going to just be stuck in here without a water source, so it's not going to last very long. But if you're going to keep it as an arrangement, then add a little container of some sort in here. I think our arrangement's too big. I'm going to cut it a little shorter. I might just take this rose head off. I know it hurts. But it was too massive for this little basket. Okay, then we've got our third little May Day basket arrangement right here. And we're going to just do one more. This one we're going to make a hand-tied little bouquet in these pretty pastel colors. Got some blue hydrangeas, some yellow roses, some beautiful pink Eden roses. I'm not going to add this dark pink here. It's too much. Some more Leia. Just for a sweet little pastel arrangement here. Add a little bit of this greenery. All gathered from the garden. Okay. I'm going to tie this off. Neaten the stems up. So this little nosegay we're going to place in this little doll parasol I bought on Amazon. Isn't this too cute? Little white lace parasol for dolls. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to place it in here, the little nosegay, and then close the umbrella. See? Isn't that cute? Like a little cone. And we're just going to tie it off with this cornflower blue ribbon I have here. Just tie a simple bow here. And here's our fourth arrangement for a May Day basket. Not quite a basket, a little parasol arrangement. And now I'm going to show you where I'm going to put this in the garden. Come with me. So I bought this fun piece from an estate sale. The estate sale was billed as an artist's cottage in an enchanted garden. So you know I had to go, right? So I walked through the estate sale. There's lots of fun, quirky things. But as I was leaving, on the front porch was this really, really interesting piece. It's an antique hall tree that was used outside as garden decor. And so I picked it up for $75. It was like the last hour on the last day of the estate sale. And I'm going to rehab this piece and use it in my garden to reflect a beautiful fountain I have in my rose garden. And also to create something interesting on this sort of blank wall here. There's a lot of work to be done because it's a dilapidated old piece. The number one thing I'm going to deal with right now is to remove this old caning. There's old caning here that is coming off. I mean, you could just pull it right off. So I bought on Amazon this white vinyl caning that I'm just going to staple to the back of this hall tree. And let's see how it goes. I just imagine a sort of shabby chic, fun, romantic rose garden addition to my garden. And it's a great piece to decorate. I'm imagining hanging really fun little accessories on here and doing cute arrangements on this little pedestal. But there's a lot of work ahead rehabbing this piece. So we're going to place our little May Day baskets on this hall tree I repurposed for the garden. Got these cute little hooks. and I thought this would be the perfect thing for it. Aren't these adorable? So now you know all about May baskets. I hope you enjoyed today's floral project. As always, please like and subscribe. Click the little bell to be notified when I put out a new video. Are you gonna go surprise someone this week with a little floral treat on their doorknob? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video.